Welcome back, aliens. This is Mavin Reddy from Telusko Learnings, and in this video, we'll see how to upload files on the website. So let's say if you're making a website in Java, so you'll be using Servlet, JSP for the server technologies, right? So in this video, we'll see how to upload multiple files on the server. Okay, so it will be useful for your website where you want to upload multiple files. Maybe you want to upload a photo, maybe multiple photos. So let's see how to do that. So of course, when you say you want to build a website, you need a project, right? So what we'll do is we'll start with the project and we'll say new, and we'll go to others. Now of course we can make a simple application. I mean, we can make a simple web application, or in this video I'll be using a Mavin project. Again, you can go for simple application. You can go for, you can simply search for dynamic web page or dynamic web project. So you can go with this. And the thing is, in this project, we'll be needing a jar file. So now, why we need a jar file? To upload a file on the server, so Apache provides you a jar file, a library to do that. Okay, so you have to make a project, and then you have to download the jar file from the website or from the Google. Instead of that, what I will do is I will create a Mavin project, because when you make a Mavin project, it is easier to maintain your libraries, right? So I'll be going for a Mavin project. It's not that difficult. You can choose either dynamic project or Mavin project. So we'll select next, and we'll say next. Now here, whenever you work with Mavin, you have to select the type of project you're working with, the archetype. I will select Mavin archetype web app. Okay, we'll say next. Now if you don't know how to work with Mavin, if you want to learn about this, again, on my channel I have a Mavin video, so you can just search for Mavin tutorial on Telusko Learnings. You will get that. I will make a group ID, which is a package name. We'll say com.telusko, and we'll make an artifact ID as file demo or file upload demo. So my project name is file upload demo, and we'll say finish. Now once you click on finish, you will get a project. On the left hand side, you can see we got our project here, which is file upload demo. And in this thing, the first thing we need is the library, right? Of course, when you work with file upload, you need a library which is Apache common file upload. So there are multiple ways you can do that. You can download the jar from Google. You can just go to Google and search for, in fact, let's do that. Let me show you how that works. You have to go to Google and search for common file, what is the spelling of common? So it is common file upload. Okay, it's upload. So if you can search for this, okay, this is the library you need. Okay, you can download the jar file from here. Okay, in fact, they also have a code for you. That's good. So you can download the jar file from here, but I will not be using this common file upload jar file from Apache. I'll be using from Mavin. So I will say, so how to do that? Just double click on the POM file, which is project object model file, and you can see there's the option of dependencies here, and you can say maybe add and search for. I hope it will work here. Otherwise we have different way. So search for common file upload. It should take it up. If your net is working, there's something wrong here. Indexing is disabled. That's weird. Commons, no, that's not this one. File upload. No, that's my project, not this one. Okay, this is not working here. So what we can do is we can go to pom.xml file, and here we can add the dependency. Now you can get this dependency from Mavin itself. So you can just go to Mavin website. So you can see Mavin repository common file upload. So when you search for common file upload on Google, it will give you Mavin option also. You can download any version. I will prefer 1.3, which is the stable version. And you can just copy this file. In fact, you can also download the jar file from Mavin. I prefer Mavin. In fact, lots of industry people, they prefer Mavin project. And let's paste it here. When you say save, you can see it is somewhere in the Java resources. There should be libraries, and there should be Mavin dependencies, and you got your file there. Can you see that? We got commons file upload and commons.io or commons-io. So we got these two libraries. Now once you got this, now what next? Now once you got the jar file, let's create a web page from where you can upload the files. Okay, so let me just go to okay, let me create a web page. So we'll say right click, I should already get a web page here. Do we have a web page built? Okay, we already got an index page. There's one more issue with the project. It is, see, whenever you create a JSP page or Servlet page, we need something called as a Tomcat server, right? Again, Tomcat or JBoss, whatever is preferable. Let me assign a Tomcat server here. How to do that? How to assign a Tomcat server? I click on the project and say properties. There should be something called as servers here. You see that? Or server or runtime. There's the option. Target runtime. So you have to search for target runtime and select Apache Tomcat 8.0. If you don't have that, then you have to download Tomcat. You have to click on new, and then you have to select the particular version you want to work with, Apache, then specify the version and click on download. It will download from the internet. But since I already have Apache Tomcat here, we can also use JBoss, but I have Apache lightweight. You click on OK, and you can see all the errors are gone because it was searching for the Tomcat, and we got Tomcat. Now what else I need here? So once we got this page, okay, hold on. So once we got this page, let's create the page. Let's create the required page here. So in the body tag, what I will do is I will create a form tag. Okay, because I want to upload a file, right? So when you want to send something on the server, we need to create a form tag, and in form we'll say action. This action will call something called as upload URL. That's upload. And the type of method we'll be using is post, because you want to send data to server. And in this, let's create input type. So normally when you create input type, when you want to send text, we use input type text, right? But since we are to work with files, so we have to specify input type file. Now when you say input type file, it will give you an option of select. You can browse your files here using type file. We can also mention name. We'll say file itself, and that's it. That's your input file type. And we also need to send data to server, so we'll say submit button. So that's submit. I guess that's it. That's what we need. Let's right click and let's see if we are getting this. We are getting something which we need. We'll say run on server. I will select Tomcat. Next, I will click on. Let me remove the old project from here. Let me just go with the new project. And when I say finish, you can see it will run, and it will run on the server, which is Tomcat, and we got the output here. So you can see that we got a page which says hello world, and it is giving me option of choose files. Now why we're getting option of this choose file is because we are writing a file here, right? So when you say type file, it will give you option of choose file. And if you can choose the files from here. You can select any file. I already have Java demo.java file. If I click on open, you can see it says demo.java. If I say submit, oh, there's an error because we have not created the server side yet. But I need one more thing here. When I say choose file, I want choose files. It should select multiple files here. And for that, what we'll do is we'll simply say multiple. So multiple is an attribute using which you can achieve multiple files. So you can see we are having choose file. If I refresh this page, we got option of choose files. And if I select this, I can actually select multiple files now. Can I do that? Let me select multiple files. Do I have multiple files here? So we got this one and this one. If I click on open, so you can see it says 2 files. Okay, that's it. That's on the client side. But hold on, there's one little issue here. When you send data, when you send files on the server, you have to also mention the encoding type. Okay, so when you send files, we have to mention the encoding type. And inside encoding type, you have to mention, I'm sending a multi-part document. So it is multi-part, so I have to say multi-part document and some multi-part and form data. So this is this type of data you want to pass. It's multi-part form data. Okay. So now once you click on submit, it will call this URL, which is upload, and on that upload servlet, you will be sending all these files. So clients are done. Let's work on the server side now. And on the server side, we'll be creating a servlet. So we'll right click, we'll say new, and do we have option of servlet here? Yes, we have a servlet. And let me mention a package name as com.telusko itself. And the class name I will say is fileupload. Okay, so we got fileupload, which extends HTTP servlet. Anything else here? Nothing. So that's my URL mapping. Next, do we need any method here? We'll only need one method, which is do post. I don't need do get. We'll click on finish. Now you can see once we say that, we get all these extra files. We don't need extra things here. I like to keep my servlet clean. I don't need extra things here. Let me do that. Let me just remove extra thing. I'm not a big fan of writing curly brackets after the method name. Again, we have two types of people in the world, right? One who puts curly brackets after the method, and one who puts below the method definition. Okay, so once we are done that, let's see our web.xml file. Is it mapping properly or not? Let me just go to source. So mapping is done. There's no problem with the mapping. If it is not done automatically in your machine, you can type it manually. You can just see this code here, and you can type it manually by pausing the video. But since it is done on the mice and it is done on mice on my application, I'm directly continuing with the servlet side. Now, what will happen when you send all these files? So let's say if I'm selecting 3 files. Now, these 3 files, when you click on submit, it will call this file upload servlet, right? And on this side, we have to first check. How do we check that? Is it so? See, whenever you send data, it gets inside this request object, right? Any data for that matter. So when you send data, like let's say you want to add 2 numbers, so those 2 numbers you will get those data in this request object. So in fact, your files will be also coming in this request object. Now, how do you verify that you're getting actual files? So we can say if. Okay, we'll do that, those stuff, checking stuff later. We can also do that later. So let's say if I'm sending multiple files. To fetch those multiple files, I will fetch those data and I will put that data in a collection of files, right? So when you say you're sending multiple files, we'll be saying list. And the type of data you'll be getting is something called as file item. Now, file item is an inbuilt class inside your common folder, Apache Commons. It's not working here. Okay, we need to import that manually. It should work. Let me expand the library which we have downloaded. It is common file upload. So it should be somewhere inside disk, if I'm not wrong. So if I expand this, oh, it's not there here. If I expand this one, okay, can you see that file item? So we need to import this package. It is not getting imported automatically, so we have to do it manually. Sometimes it happens, sometimes your Eclipse doesn't support what you want to do, so you have to do it manually. So you have to say org.apache.commons.fileupload, and inside this file upload we have this a file which is file item, right? And now you can see there's no error. Anyway, it was not giving any error before. And now we'll say our data will be coming in. We can use any name. So we'll say list of file items. So every file will be called as file item, and we are creating a list of that. We'll say new. Now, how do you fetch values? So for sure, our data is inside request object, right? So this is the object, request object, in which you have all your data. But we need to fetch it. We cannot directly use in that way, right? We cannot say request and it will give you all the data. So the way you can fetch it is with the help of object of request or servlet file upload. So before that, we have to create object of servlet file upload. Now the awesome thing is servlet file upload also comes from Apache. This commons file upload library. So you can see the importance of this file. This jar file. Okay, so if you want to do this upload part, you need to use common file upload, and we need to create object of this first. We'll say sf for file upload equal to new servlet file upload. So we'll say servlet. My machine is not working so fast today. Servlet file upload, and we'll say semicolon. Now this servlet file upload, in this we have to pass the object. We have to pass the object of disk file item factory. So this file item factory, that's the constructor we have to pass. Item factory. Yeah, so we have to pass the object here. Now once you got the object of sf, okay, so once we got the object of servlet file upload, which is required to pass your request, so we'll say sf dot. So in this we already have a method called as pass request. Can you see that? We got pass request and request. So what this pass request will do is it will return you. So if we see the declaration of pass request, which is inside servlet file upload, again, how to check the documentation. Normally I have this habit of checking the documentation of everything. So if you want to check the documentation, just click on pass request. It will give you documentation which accepts the request object. It will give you the list of file items, and that's what we want, right? That's what we wanted, and we got that. So we got list of file items. Now once you got that, what next? Now what we'll do is, once we got the list of items, we can run a for loop, right? We can run a for loop to fetch each item. So we'll say file item. I hope you're familiar with enhanced for loop. If you're not, just go to my channel again and search for enhanced for loop. So I'm using this multiple files, and will fetch one file. So it will first fetch the, it will fetch the first item, and it will be inside item class or item object. And let's write that item. So we can simply say it as item dot. Now how do you write the item on the server side? We'll say item dot write, and inside this you have to mention the file name. Now which file name I'm talking about? I'm talking about the file. You have to mention the file object here. We'll say file, and inside this you have to specify the path where you want to store the data. Okay, good question. Where I want to store data. So I want to store the data inside my, where's my project? This is my project. That's my project area. This is where I want to upload the file. And how will I get this path? So I will go to CMD. That's the best way. The terminal. If you're working with Windows, you can go with command prompt. Since I'm working with, let me just say clear. Okay, so now I'm here in this command prompt. I will say command documents, and I'm inside my project, which is file or not. I have to get into my workspace, which is Telusko. And inside that, I have to search for a project which is file upload. And if I say ls now, you can see we got these 3 files. So this is the place where I want to upload the file. So I will get the working directory. This is the path I want to upload. So copy, go back to the project, and simply say this is the path I want to upload my file. Path slash, that's the path, plus I want to specify the name of the file. And how can you fetch the name of the file which your user is uploading? We'll say item dot get name this should work. Even if it's not working, we'll do the debugging part, and I guess that's it. If you can do that, your file will be uploaded on server. So take one file and put all your files on the server. It should work. And once we have done that, let's print a message. How do you print a message now? That's weird. We'll say response dot, let me print the message on server itself. We'll say file uploaded. Again, we'll do that, how to upload that, how to print that data on the client side. And I guess everything should work now. If I run this code on the Tomcat server, in fact, we don't need to run this. It's already running in state. It's already in running state, right? Anyway, so I'm running this part, and now it is asking for the files. Hope so it will work. Let me select multiple files here. Let me just upload first file here, which is demo.java. Upload, submit. Oh, it is giving you an error. It is not able to find the upload part. That's weird. We are saying upload. Oh, we should be saying, we need to change that in the XML file, right? Because I'm saying upload, and in XML the mapping is done with something else. Let me check. What's the mapping here? Oh, mapping is done with file upload. I have to say upload. Okay, so now let me just restart my server. I will say, where's my server? It's here. This is Tomcat. Restart. Okay, there's always some type of errors which is coming on the way. Let's refresh it. Let me select Java again, demo.java, and if I say open, submit, oh, now we got one more error. It says class not found exception. It is not able to find file upload. That's weird. It is there. It's here. And it's here. Let me just verify once what is the issue. Again, go back to the XML file. I guess there's something wrong with the XML file here. Everything seems good. There's nothing wrong. Let me remove this extra part. This com.telusko. Is it the package name which we are working with? Okay, so the problem is we are putting that into a resource folder, right? It should not be inside resource folder, it should be in Java folder. Let me create one more folder here. Sometimes this is what happens when you work with Mavin sometime. So we need to move this into Java. So it should be inside Java, and you can see it is giving me some errors now. Let me import the package for list. Okay, because we need to also input the package for list, right? And it is giving me an error because it may throw an exception. Is that the issue? Yes, it is trying to throw an exception. Let's write everything inside our try catch. So we'll say try and catch. We'll say exception E, and let me just print the exception here. Okay, now let me just format this thing just to make it look better, and formatting is done. I think everything is done now. Let's refresh, choose Java file, it's here, and say submit, and we got one more error. We are always getting some sort of errors. Let me just, I think we have to restart the server. It's not able to find that again. Let me just restart it once again. Okay, refresh, choose the file. Where's the file now? Demo.java, submit, and you can see we have done that. There is no errors now because anyway we are not getting any text because we're not printing and stuff. Let me just go to the console. It says file uploaded. Let's verify. Let me just go to my project. You can see we got demo.java. So we are able to upload a demo.java file. Let me just run this once again by uploading more files, and let me remove this demo.java for now. I want to upload more files now. Delete. Let me choose more files. We'll choose this one, aws.pdf. We'll choose code.jsp. We'll choose demo.java, demo.jsp, and display contact.zip. We're uploading files. Submit. It will take some time, of course, and you can see we got these 5 files, and that's how you can upload the files on the server side. Simple. So it's that simple to work with this this file upload. Again, you can do some validation part, and I think we can do that if you want the validation part in this, how to check if the file is uploaded properly or not, and how to, yeah, the validation part. Let me know in the comment section if you want the validation part. I will do that in the next video if you want. That's it from this video. Let me know if you have any queries. Signing off. Thanks for subscribing.